This video is brought to you by CuriosityStream. If you sign up to CuriosityStream with the link in the description, you'll also get free access to Nebula, where you can watch an extended version of this very video. When I get into a song, I really get into a song. I'll find a song that vibes with me and listen to it over and over again every day, basically without stopping. Sometimes these hyperfixations spawn video essays, but more often they're just little blips of temporary obsession. But these are all songs that I really love and I want to say something about, even if I don't have a full video idea for them. So today we're going to try a little experiment. This is going to be a video running over some of the songs that I've been fixating on lately, and telling you why I love them. And if you guys like this video, I'll do more like this in the future. The plan is for this to be a much more casual format, and a format that lets me experiment visually as well. Songs that appear on these may someday go on to be featured in video essays, but most probably won't. In general, I just hope this segment can give a bit of a window into my listening habits, and show you some cool new songs. I'm gonna call it Hyperfixations.
My life in the sunshine.
This is part of a bigger trend of mine lately where I've really been into a lot of 70s soul. This song in particular was written in 1976 by Roy Ayers, who is a really significant figure in soul music, though he probably doesn't really get his due. He's a key figure in acid jazz, hugely influential in the neo-soul sphere, and he even toured with Fela Kuti in the late 70s. On top of that, Ayers is one of the most sampled artists in all of hip-hop, and this song in particular has been sampled by the likes of Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige. If you know a Roy Ayers song, it's probably this one. I love the song because it has this sort of hazy, dreamlike quality to it. The lyrics sing of sunshine, but there's something kind of like dark and eerie and psychedelic lingering in the background. The song's got a real simple form, and that helps pull you into this sort of trance. In general, I recommend it if you're looking for something low-key with a chill, warm sort of groove. On the topic of artists that might be best known for their samples, I recently started listening to Cortex. Cortex were a French jazz funk outfit that released 3 albums in the mid-70s, and man, they're just such an absolute mood. To me, they kind of operate in the same space as Roy Ayers, with this dreamy sort of jazz funk. I've been listening to the entire Tropo Bleu album a lot, but 8 Octobre 1971 has vibed with me the most. To me, it kind of sounds like music made by funky aliens, I guess. It's got this irresistible bass lick throughout, and it just goes into these weird places. There's vocal lines that remind me of French chanson, there's a futuristic synth solo, and it ends on this crazy little double-time coda. If you're a fan of MF Doom, you'll probably recognize 8 Octobre 1971 as the basis of his song One Beer from Food, which also happens to be my favorite Doom album. If you want to know more about Cortex, Andre G wrote a great piece about them, and I'll throw a link to that in the description. I want to call this song dreamy again, so clearly there's a trend as to what sort of music I've been into this month. I think that Nostalgia is a perfect name for the track. It's such a warm little piece that floats you away into idyllic memories. To me, it feels like lying in warm grass beneath an old tree on a summer's day. It's just a perfectly calm piece, and there's something about the way it's recorded and produced that really helps with that. The recording is a little blown out in this weird way that makes it feel even warmer for all of its flaws. This song came on my Spotify, and it immediately spun me into a rabbit hole, learning all about Mulatu Astatke, who is an Ethiopian band leader and considered the father of Ethio jazz. He was really influenced by Latin jazz in the US, but also clearly puts his Ethiopian heritage into his music. The result is this unique melange that's not really like anything I've heard before. Okay, so this is a song, but it's also an album. One of my good friends, Middo, over at Middo and the Fanfare, is obsessed with Fishmans and has been trying to get me obsessed with them for a long while. This time, it finally stuck. Long Season to me is the closest thing that I've ever heard to a peak-era Pink Floyd album that's not by Pink Floyd. It's this slow-moving beast that just sprawls across 35 minutes, ebbing and flowing in pace and energy, and all throughout there's these incredible hooks and guitar lines with such perfect tone. There's moments where the song enters this place that feels almost primal and prelingual, like it's tapping into some purely emotional piece of humanity buried deep within our collective unconscious. Honestly, if anything from this month's hyperfixations is gonna make it into a video essay someday, this might be it. The only thing getting between me and making an essay on this is I don't even really know what to say about it yet, other than it's perfect, it's an absolute trip, and everyone should listen to it.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
Yeah, that's right. I think my experience with the song was about the same as everyone else's. I started watching Arcane, and at the beginning I was like, wow, I really love this show, but I don't know how I feel about Imagine Dragons writing the theme song. And then by the end of the show, I was just obsessed. This song just fucking goes, man. Imagine Dragons write absolutely huge choruses, and there's nothing wrong with just letting loose and rocking out to a big stadium hook sometimes. Lyrically, I also think there's something really fun about this song. Obviously, Imagine Dragons know their reputation, which is probably undeserved, and this song really seems like them just reveling in the fact that people hate them, having fun, and writing a kick-ass victory lap of a song. So that's what I've been fixating on this month. Do you have any songs that you've been playing on repeat? If so, let me know in the comments, and please let me know what you thought about this style of content in general. I've been making video essays for nearly 5 years now, and I'm really starting to get burned out on them, so I'm hoping to have more avenues for light content like this, where I just get to talk about the music I love. And also, one more thing, I don't like begging for subs, but I'm so close to 1 million subs, and then I am going to do a face reveal, so if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please at least consider it, and also please consider my Patreon and Nebula, and you know all this stuff. I don't like being that YouTuber, but I'm being that YouTuber right now, so yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you guys had fun watching it, because if you did, I'll make some more. And if you want a little bit more right now, I've got good news for you. There's an extended version up on Nebula right now where I talk about 2 more songs that I obsessed over this month. And let's be honest, if you've watched my videos, you already know that the best way to get access to Nebula is by signing up to CuriosityStream. Following the link in the description will get you 26% off an annual subscription to CuriosityStream, and that comes with absolute full access to Nebula. That means you'll be able to watch all of my videos early and ad-free, but it also means you'll have access to thousands of professionally made documentaries. One that I'm really hype about is a new documentary called Red Elvis, the Cold War Cowboy. It tells the incredible story of an American musician who defected to the Soviet Union during the Cold War and became a Soviet superstar. It's the exact kind of musical story that I love, and if you like my channel, there's a good chance it's the exact kind of musical story you'll love too. In the last few months, CuriosityStream have really been expanding their music documentaries, so it's a great time for you to check them out. Follow the link in the description to get 26% off and full access to Nebula. That'll get you a ton of great content, and it also does a lot to help my channel. So thank you all so much for watching.